The 2026 T-72 comes into the defense world as a machine that still carries the soul of the original Soviet-era tank but has been upgraded, strengthened, and modernized into something far more capable than most people expect. Many call it old, some call it outdated, but once you see what has changed inside this 2026 variant, you realize the T-72 is nowhere near done. It remains one of the most reliable, widely used, and battle-tested tanks on the planet, and this new model proves exactly why its legacy continues. Today on Regular Car Reviews Auto, we're diving into a tank instead of a car, because when a machine becomes this iconic, it deserves a proper deep dive review. The first thing you notice about the 2026 T-72 is how the classic silhouette hasn't changed too much from the outside. It still has that low profile, rounded turret, and compact hull design that made it famous, but beneath that iconic look, almost everything has been reworked. The updated armor package stands out immediately, with a fresh combination of composite plates, improved explosive reactive armor, and side skirts designed to counter modern anti-tank threats. This isn't the thin-skinned Cold War tank people imagine. The 2026 upgrade gives it a hardened, reinforced exterior capable of absorbing far more punishment while keeping the tank's weight manageable. But it's the turret where the transformation feels the most dramatic. The T-72's 125mm smoothbore cannon remains the centerpiece, but now it has improved stabilization, thermal targeting, and digital fire control systems that make aiming faster and far more accurate, even while on the move. The tank can fire APF-SDS rounds, heat shells, multi-purpose ammunition, and, of course, anti-tank guided missiles that can hit targets well beyond typical tank engagement ranges. For 2026, precision became a priority, and the integration of upgraded optics and modern sensors reflects that perfectly. Inside, the T-72's traditionally cramped interior has been slightly reorganized for better usability. Don't get me wrong, this is still a tight working space, designed for combat efficiency, not comfort. But the improved digital dashboard, better communication system, advanced battlefield networking, and more intuitive controls make the crew's job easier than ever. The gunner's thermal sight is smoother and clearer, the commander now has access to higher resolution panoramic optics, and the driver benefits from enhanced night driving equipment. These may not sound exciting compared to luxury car features, but in a combat vehicle, these upgrades dramatically improve survivability and effectiveness. Where the T-72 really surprises is in its mobility. The 2026 variant receives a power-boosted engine, still diesel, still rugged, still built for harsh conditions, but delivering more horsepower and stronger torque than previous models. This makes the tank noticeably quicker at acceleration, smoother across uneven ground, and more stable when maneuvering at higher speeds. The suspension is also reinforced to handle the additional armor without sacrificing agility. Despite the upgrades, the T-72 retains its reputation for being easy to maintain, easy to repair, and extremely reliable in challenging environments. It may not be as heavy or as advanced as top-tier Western tanks, but mobility and operational simplicity have always been its secret strengths. What surprises many people is how the 2026 T-72 blends older design principles with modern digital warfare technology. The addition of anti-drone capabilities, improved jamming resistance, and better battlefield communication systems reflect a clear shift toward the realities of modern combat. Tanks no longer operate alone, they work as part of connected networks, sharing information and reacting faster. This update allows the T-72 to stay relevant in an era where drones, sensors, and precision weapons dominate the battlefield. Another key improvement is the tank's survivability from above. The 2026 updates include redesigned top cover protections, a major focus due to the rise of loitering munitions and top attack missiles. Reinforced turret roof armor, improved explosive modules, and optional cage-style add-on protection help reduce vulnerabilities. The tank's active and passive defense systems also work together more effectively now, giving crews a much better chance of detecting and resisting incoming threats. In terms of cost-effectiveness, the T-72 continues to be one of the most economical main battle tanks to operate. The 2026 enhancements were designed specifically to improve performance without turning it into an overly expensive machine that only a few nations can maintain. That's one of the reasons the T-72 remains popular across the world. It's strong, proven, and upgradable without breaking budgets. It's a tank built not for show, but for real, long-term utility. So what does all this mean for the legacy of the T-72? It means this tank is far from outdated. It's evolving, adapting, and holding its place in a world filled with more advanced and far more expensive armor platforms. The 2026 variant shows that the core design still has value and still performs effectively when given proper modern upgrades. On regular car reviews auto, we usually review vehicles meant for roads, rivers, and recreation. But sometimes, a machine built for survival, power, and battlefield dominance deserves its own spotlight. And the 2026 T-72 is exactly that kind of machine: tough, upgraded, battle-ready, and still standing strong after decades of service.